stop our logging here quick. All right, so nothing complicated about it. I just drove it, and what I was focusing on is having nice smooth throttle inputs as I was going and operating here on the dyno. You don't have to, again, worry about being on a dyno. If you're doing your data capture, it's actually better, and I'm in 4th gear here, it's actually better that you operate between various throttle angles, various engine speeds, and various gears. It gives you the best average data. But again, I'm kind of stuck in my constraints here on the chassis dyno, so I have it in 4th gear, and I'm using smooth throttle inputs. I'm not cracking the throttle really hard. That'll start to kick in the acceleration enrichment, and it'll start to skew up working with this. We can filter some of that throttle movement out with our mixture maps, as we're going to find here, but we want to make sure that we're going in and we're going to be trying to operate smooth throttle and just getting that data captured. It's nothing really complicated about this. That's really the only kind of stipulation, is just making sure you're not giving rapid or hard throttle inputs as you're driving. Nice gradual throttle inputs, trying to keep things very smooth and consistent, because the main table here represents steady state airflow coming into the engine. So if we have a rapid throttle change, we have a rapid airflow burst coming into the engine, the main table can't characterize that, and that's where the acceleration enrichment comes into play. But we want to look at smooth throttle inputs so we can characterize the steady state estimation of airflow coming in, so we can get it dialed in, and then we can worry about the acceleration enrichment, because that's a momentary fuel adder on top of the main table. So again, that's why we want to be smooth on the throttle here. So let's go into our mixture map, and what we're going to do here, we can see right click to update. So I'm going to go here and update mixture map. I'm just going to right click. Now before I do that, I am going to look at the properties here set for the mixture map. We want to make sure we have logical properties. So the RPM source here we have is engine speed. Wideband source, lambda 1. Now if you have different lambda amounts coming in, you want to set that. So if you have a lambda 1 and 2, say you have a V6 or a V8 engine, you want to set this to lambda average, if that's what you're using for your closed loop correction. That's how you have it set up. In this case, I'm using lambda 1. Fuel load here has to match your fuel table. So we're using MGP, or manifold gauge pressure, which is what I said here. The target load is going to be map pressure. So let's go and double check that is going to be the same here for the target air fuel table. We'll go here is close this and jump into fuel. We want to make sure that's set to map, which it is. These are pretty standardized load scalars in our tables, but we have to make sure they're set right. If you have a unique, let's say your air fuel table here is set to throttle position, and your fuel table here is set to throttle position, you have to make sure then your mixture map and your properties are set to the whatever your scalar is in your tables, or it won't work right. So let's jump back in your properties again. We'd have to update that, but in this case, we find that all of our load sources, or these sources right here, are set to what we find in our tables and our maps. So what we're going to do is click on here, and I like to look at just the air. That's going to be showing how far the actual lambda is off from the target. So we have an open loop. There's no corrections being made in our closed loop correction. This is purely open loop. It can look at that different. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.